This is Tammy Costrini from Insurance Advisors Direct, and today we have Pam Tallis from Flex Benefits. She's going to tell us more about their products and give you a little more insight into how you can help your individual clients with some of the ancillary services. So without further ado, if you have any questions, please put them in the question and answers, and I will make sure we get those answered for you. And there will be a recording that we will send out later, and it will be on our YouTube page as well. So again, sorry about that. Thanks, Pam. Go ahead and you can get started whenever you're ready.
Awesome. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks everybody for being here today. We know everybody's busy and you've got a lot of things going on and your time is very valuable. And so we definitely appreciate you taking your time to be here and to learn more, not just about our products, but how they can actually help you make more money and generate more revenue for yourself and for your agencies. So Flex Benefits, what we are is we are first dollar benefits. So we are designed to go next to medical plans, whether it be an ACA plan or potentially like a senior plan or even small group plans. So we are designed to really make sure that the financial exposure that the large high deductibles that are out there today that most clients are stuck with are somewhat covered. So people are able to use their benefits and not have all of that all out of the pocket right up front. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. If you can give me just a quick moment, and then we will get started. We are first dollar benefits, and we span across small business, ACA, and also Medicare markets. One big thing that you'll want to keep in mind with us and our products is that we are all guaranteed issue. This is not any of these. There are no medical questions, nothing at all. And it's permanent, it's portable. So if you do happen to be somebody that works with small groups, if somebody takes this coverage and if they happen to leave that employer, it's completely portable. So our plans, which you can see here, we have the accident medical expense, critical illness, weekly disability, hospital and surgical, AD&D, and then also our $0 copay telehealth. Our plans, along with the association-based virtual benefits, they really help address that high deductible crisis that I had mentioned just a few moments ago. And keeping in mind that putting us alongside the major medical plans, it really helps create a complete coverage package for your client. But at the same time, it helps increase your sales persistency as well. The more benefits that they have attached, the stickier the plans are and the higher the persistency for you. Just taking a quick look at a few ways that we stand out from the competition. As I mentioned, it's a single product suite. You saw, we'll dive into the products in a little bit here, but you can leverage this across any market that you work with. Guaranteed issue, there are no underwriting questions, no tobacco loads. We also offer really, I guess high tech is a good word, in our portal, multiple signature options. This is something that if you don't have the client with you, you can just email them the link and they can actually get in the portal with you at the same time and do their own electronic signature. You can even text message them the signature option. And then also another huge factor is that our rates are based on issue age and not attained age. This is huge because this means that there's no annual or age banded rate increases. We all know that there's really not much of anything out there in this world that doesn't change prices every year. And so for this to be one of them, it's a renewal that you don't have to deliver because it is auto renewed unless of course they cancel. But not only that, there's no increases for you to deliver. I've been in this industry a long time too, and I know what it's like to have to deliver a 15, 20% increase renewal to a client, and it's no fun. So these are auto renew and they are not going to increase. We have priced them so that they can stay the same age forever, that, for the length of the policy, the same age that they are when they purchased it. So just take a quick peek here. Understanding the best positioning of the Flex Benefits supplemental products is going to really help you create a better sales presentation. And I think we're just gonna, it's just about a 2-minute video, and I think this is a real good synopsis. So I'm just gonna play this here, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear this because I think this is real beneficial. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit start.
Welcome to Flex Benefits, where we make it easy to match your clients with the right coverage so they're protected when they need it most. Today, we'll show you how to use Flex Benefits persona-based packages to tailor coverage to each client's unique needs. There is more than one way to think about this, but we want to help get you started. Feel free to share your own ideas. First, identify your client's profile. Think about their stage in life, health priorities, and financial needs. Are they hourly employee that need basic accident and accident disability coverage? Are they independent professionals whose budget and needs may include critical illness or other indemnity benefits? Or perhaps they are an early retiree looking for supplemental accident and CI coverage to get them through to Medicare with their savings intact. Let's say your client is working in the service industry at a restaurant, retail, or other job with limited benefits. They may have a focus on staying active and protecting their financial future. Our Flex Fuel package includes accident coverage and smart virtual care options, perfect for clients looking to safeguard against injuries while staying healthy. Or, if they're an independent or career professional, they may need coverage that supports their whole household. Our professional packages cover accident and critical illness, providing financial security in case of unexpected health issues. For clients nearing or in retirement, the Early Retiree package offers robust support. With hospital indemnity and critical illness plans, it's designed to protect their retirement savings against costly medical bills. Once you select the corresponding package in our portal, you can review the benefits and adjust the fit against your client's max out-of-pocket, income replacement needs, and other coverage levels, making it simple to provide the right coverage. By matching clients with a Flex Benefits persona, you're not just selling insurance, you're protecting their future plans, knowing their healthcare costs are covered. Log in at producers.flexbenefits.co to learn more about how we can support your clients today.
Awesome. So I think before we move on, I'll just see, Tammy, are there any questions at this point that we can take a look at, or do you want me to just go ahead and move on?
I do not see any questions right now, so unless anyone wants to type any in real quick, we can let you move forward. I don't see anything popping in, so we are
Okay.
good to go.
Sounds good. And feel free to just jump in anytime. I really want to make sure that we don't have anybody hanging. I'm happy to answer at any time throughout the presentation.
Welcome to
So this here is really just kind of an example of a scenario. If you take a look at the very first box on the left here, if you've got somebody on an individual or group for their major medical plan, this is just making an assumption that maybe they have, a standard $3,500 deductible, which may give them about a $7,500 out-of-pocket max. So again, that leaves them that $7,500 of exposure. If you pair Flex Benefits next to the major medical plan, and I just put here an example of the accident medical expense, the critical illness, and the virtual care, which again is a $0 copay, unlimited use. You've not only covered their financial exposure of that 7,500, you have also increased it by another 7,500, and you have also added on the smart virtual care. So by pairing our products next to an existing individual medical plan, really you're helping to guarantee your clients' financial security. You're giving them that portable coverage if they do, change other medical plans, or if they leave an employer or anything like that, we stay put. You're giving them richer benefits, so they're getting more bang for their buck. And all at the same time, you are actually increasing your revenue as well. And a couple of things just to keep in mind that, of course, there's other benefit levels available. And when we look at the portal here in a couple of minutes, you'll be able to see that, and I'll show you how that works. This was just an example of the $7,500 scenario. But also keeping in mind that Our products are also standalone. You do not have to put this next to a medical plan. If you have somebody who just simply cannot afford a full major medical plan, but they want something, they want to have some coverage for accidents or critical illness, and they want to have access to virtual care, which is, we have urgent care, primary care, mental health care. This is a package that even somebody who doesn't have a full major medical plan can offer themselves some coverage. So that is a question that comes up a lot. Does this have to be paired next to a major medical plan? And the answer is no. It definitely can be standalone as well. So we offer pre-built packages. You saw a little bit in the video of what that looks like. And really they're persona based, such as like a senior advantage plan that we have. It's really designed for seniors, and what their particular financial situation might be, considering what a medical plan might look like, for their age group. And same with the Independent Pro, really kind of geared for the self-employed or gig workers. And these amounts, they're just defaulted into amounts that would generally fit the types of out-of-pocket exposures that those people would typically have. Freestyle package, which is the package that you're looking at here, this allows you to add and delete all of the items and really create your own package. And I'll show you in a few minutes in the portal. I've just done a sample rate calculation here of $15,000 on accident medical expense. And I'll show you what the rest of it's on here. Also the critical illness, as well as the virtual benefits. And this package here, this is, I believe, a 52-year-old male, comes out at $57.69 a month. So for that 57, again, this is just a sample. They get that $15,000 of accident medical expense, $15,000 of critical illness down here at the bottom. And then we also bake into all of our plans the $25,000 of AD&D. This is something that is just there. They don't have to pay extra for it. So they get all of these levels of coverage, as well as the Flex 3, which is all of the virtual care. And again, that is the urgent care, primary care, and mental health care. $0 copay, unlimited access. This is a huge one, especially with virtual mental health care. People really, it is hard these days to sometimes even just get set up with a mental health provider. I know it can be several months sometimes to even get an appointment. And typically it's not easy to get in and stay in, and you typically have some type of a copay that would go along with this. Ours are virtual. You can use it anywhere you want. You can go back as many times as you want, and there is never a copay. So this is a very, very huge value, especially in the mental health area. So again, just pointing out that this package with all of these benefits at the $15,000 level is $57.69 a month. So Clever Health, these are the association-based benefits that I had mentioned earlier on. It's called Smart Virtual Care. So you can schedule appointments, you can order labs, you can get referrals, follow-up care. All of these are at a $0 copay. And as I mentioned, the mental health benefits are also a really, really great value. We understand that other carriers, they do offer telehealth as well. Ours, we offer expanded services and the $0 copay with the unlimited basis. And we know that some carriers actually charge, one of the large carriers that I know, I saw their package, they're charging almost $60 a month for their virtual care package alone. So we really are bringing a very, very robust value to your client. And one thing that we do offer additionally in the app, Clever Health is an app. If somebody is interested, if they are a pet owner, we do also have virtual unlimited licensed veterinary care for $60 a year. Again, this is not something anybody has to do, but once they're in the app, if they are interested in this, it's a one-time charge for $60, and for a year, they have access to a veterinary professional throughout the entire year. This is something that obviously it's not for emergencies. You can't take them into a virtual vet, but they can give you guidance if you need to get to an emergency situation, like an emergency veterinary clinic, or they can give you preventative medicine guidance. If you've got an illness with the dog or the cat or whatever the pet may be, it really helps you to understand if you can take care of this or if this is something that you need to get to a medical center right away. So for a peace of mind for $60 a year for mental health, excuse me, not the mental health, for the veterinary care is a really, really great value. So just taking a quick peek here, there are two plans. The accident plan includes the accident medical expense, or the AME, which pays your client for their out-of-pocket expenses. We've got the accident disability income, which has weekly benefits. And then also we offer sickness riders, which pay on an indemnity basis. The critical illness plan pays on more than one illness, and it also pays on a recurrence benefit up to 50% of the original benefit. Just a quick side note, all of our plans are underwritten by Companion Life, A+ rated, been around forever, and it really brings a very, very strong financial strength of foundation for all of our plans. Many of you are probably already contracted with Companion for other products as well. Taking a look at our accident medical expense benefit, the plan allows for an unlimited number of accidents each year. The policy, it pays cash to the policyholder for a covered accident. It helps pay for out-of-pocket expenses that they may have, and it's paid directly to the policyholder. We do accept EOBs as proof of payment, which really simplifies the claims processing as well. And each accident has a 180-day benefit period from the date of the accident. The AD&D, this is a product that we embed in every plan, in every accident plan. So this is not a plan, part of the plan that you could add or remove. It is just there for all of them. It's a meaningful amount. We understand there are some that are out there and sometimes they're 5,000, 10,000. We really wanted to increase this as much as possible to make sure that it was a very meaningful amount should any final expenses be needed for somebody. And also we pay 100% of this benefit for the spouse as well. Just taking a quick look at the accident disability income. This is another really big piece of our benefit suite that really could help you and help you stand out from other agents as well. There are a lot of people out there that have literally and virtually no access to any type of a disability income at all, whether they're self-employed or maybe their employer doesn't offer any type of disability income. This is a way for people to be able to have that. And now this doesn't cover sicknesses, but it does cover accidental disability. It's same as most other short-term disability products. And keeping in mind that once somebody chooses a benefit level, that is the level that is applied to them should they file a claim. So if somebody, say they actually make $500 a week, but the benefit level that they have purchased is actually $1,500 a week, they would get paid the $1,500 a week if they have a claim. We do not have any type of employment or income verification. It is just whatever level of benefit that your client purchases. If they have a claim, that is the amount of benefit that they will get paid. So they could most definitely have a weekly amount being paid more than they even make if that's the benefit level that they've purchased. So the critical illness benefit, this has a face value of up to $30,000, which this can help offset the cost of lost income, travel, any type of other non-medical services. It's not a one and done benefit. So the total benefit value is 2 times the selected initial coverage amount. What that means is if somebody has purchased a face value of $30,000, if they were unfortunate enough to be diagnosed with 2 of the critical illnesses on this plan, they would actually get that $30,000 twice. So they, in essence, would have a $60,000 benefit if they if they were diagnosed with two of them, which we would hope nobody would be. But in the instance that that would happen, it is 2 times the initial selected occurrence value. We also have 18 distinct diagnoses, and these are this is quite an expanded list. You know, we try to have added in some diagnoses there that not all carriers do not cover, including ALS, MS, Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder. And we'll take a quick peek at those here on the next slide. So this is a full list of the diagnoses and then the relevant payout percentages. It's important to remember that not all the benefits are paid out at 100%, although most of them are. We do keep all of this information in each brochure, so this can be referred to on an ongoing basis for anybody, whether they have the policy or even when you're in the process of presenting and selling the policy, you can refer to this. In most states, Flex accident medical expense is available with optional sickness riders. An accident policy must be purchased to attach one of these riders to it. And then the benefit levels are offered in different increments to really accommodate almost anybody's budget. Just keeping in mind, highlighted below, there are a handful of states that the riders only are not available in. This here is a product availability map. So this really just shows what our footprint is right now, the states that we are available in as of today. We are updating this on an ongoing basis as we are adding states on an ongoing basis. And our target is to be in approximately 45 states within the next year. Just a couple other quick notes here. We do offer, we have a current bonus incentive program going on right now, and I'll take a quick peek at that here before we get off of the call today. It's really great, and it goes through April 30th, so I would encourage you to try to take advantage of that. We offer a special first-time writers bonus as well, which you would most likely qualify for. And then also we have a destination trip that is planned for a year from now, so the spring of 2026. Not sure of the destination yet. It sounds like it's going to be somewhere tropical, potentially Aruba, and all of your sales do qualify, towards that as well. So I'm going to just stop the share here and bring up our portal so I can show you a little bit of what that looks like. So maybe if in the meantime, while I'm pulling that up, if there are any questions, we can certainly answer those as well.
We do not have any questions yet. You're doing a great job. I did have a question going back to the Clever Health. Does
Sure.
that include their RX discounts as well?
It does. Yes. Thank you for asking that. That is a very good question. I'm sorry that I forgot to mention that. So that is correct. We do also have, as part of that prescription discount program, similar to what, like GoodRx or Single Care, those type of things. It is baked into the Clever Health as well.
Wonderful. And I can attest they have great services. I've used them personally, so.
Okay, so this is what our portal looks like. Just standard as everything else, just log in. When you get to the initial page, there's 2 tabs. You've got quotes, which is just our main page here. And then this is a tab if you are looking at group sales. We do offer List Bill Manager, which is really helpful for employers to manage these group policies. And that's something that we can take a look at a little deeper as well. I just really want to make sure we get you a look into the quoting portal right now first. Just click create a new quote. I'm going to go ahead and just punch in some, well, maybe if I, some random numbers here. Let's see, we'll do a male. At this point, you can add a spouse or a child if you wish. And also, if you want to save the quote, you can just enter your client's email here. I'll just enter mine just so you can, there we go. And again, this quote will also be saved to your agent dashboard. Okay, so now we are at step 2, which is view products. Keeping in mind, there are only 5 steps to the whole process from quoting to enrollment. So it is a very, very smooth and streamlined process for you and for the client. So in the product selection, step 2, these are the packages that were mentioned earlier in the presentation. Senior Advantage, the Flex Fuel, Early Retiree, Independent Pro. We do have critical illness as a standalone as well. Freestyle is the package where it's got pretty much everything in it. And then you can add and change, kind of customize what you want that to look like. So I think we'll just take a look at that one today, just because that offers a really good view into what this looks like. So the Freestyle plan, it defaults to the AME, accident medical expense, at 5,000. If you wish, you just take a look at the edit pencil here. It brings up all kinds of different options for you, and it'll show you the price differences right on the spot. So you are not having to go, run a quote, go back and look at it, and then change a benefit amount and look for the quote again. Everything that you need is right here without even having to change the page at all. You can see that you can bring this down to $2,500, or you can go all the way up to 20,000. And as you change these here, if you watch the upper right-hand corner, you'll see that that amount changes real time for you as well when you're changing these, to potentially match what your client may be looking for budget-wise or coverage-wise. The AD&D is built in, so there's no changing that. That's just a benefit. The accident disability, you'll see here that they have the option to remove it. If they don't want disability, they can just take it right off of there. If they want to increase the benefit, they can go all the way up to $1,500 a week. It defaults at $500. We'll just say this person doesn't want the disability, and we'll take it off of there. These are the benefit riders. You've got the wellness office visit, sickness office visit, sickness ER, sickness hospitalization, and sickness surgical. Keeping in mind that the states that these riders are not available in, these won't even populate if you are quoting in one of those states. So it's not, where you'll have to wonder, am I quoting this and it's not available? If you are quoting in a state that they are not available in, they just will not even populate. So I'm just going to go ahead and just say this person doesn't want these riders. But let's say maybe on hospitalization, maybe they want to take a look at this one and increase it. Here's an example. So on the hospitalization, if they took the benefit of $1,000 per day, it is up to 6 days per year. So what that means is if someone goes into the hospital for a sickness, if they are in the hospital for 6 days, they would get a $6,000 check. And again, it's paid directly to them. It does not go to the physician. It doesn't go back and forth. It's a direct pay to the client when they have this rider. And again, if they go in for 2 days, then they would get a $2,000 check. We'll just say, they don't want any of these riders. And then we're at critical illness. It defaults at $7,500. Again, you can take that off or you can increase. We'll just leave it at $7,500 just for good measure here. And then the Flex 3 membership, which is our trio of virtual care, urgent care, primary care, and the mental health benefits. Unlimited access, $0 copay. At this point, you could download a brochure, you could print the package, or you can also share the package, via email. Taking a look right now, the way that we customize this particular package, we are coming out for this 52-year-old male at $39.83 a month. So this is a really great way to be able to fit somebody's budget. If they want richer benefits and they can afford a little bit more, you have the opportunity to go in and adjust those benefit levels and change A, what their monthly payment is, and B, what their benefit levels are. We are already at step 4. And this is very simple, standard, just enter basic information. The the date of birth will populate. So you're just looking for name, phone number, email, billing address. At this point, you can, there's no social security number, nothing like that. It's just very basic information. You can share the application, all this information by email to the client. You can also share this application with the client by text message, as I mentioned before. If you happen to have the client in the office with you, this is where you would just click this attestation button here, and you're just saying the client is present and electronically signing on their own behalf. We do have this attestation button available if you happen to be working like in a call center environment where this is over the phone. We'll just assume here for this instance that, you know, the applicant is present with you and signing. So you would just click, read the terms and conditions, same here, terms and conditions, and sign the agreement. And this is what this looks like here. Pretty standard. And now you're at step 5, which is the end of it. It shows here that we do take credit cards as well as bank account ACH for the billing. If you do credit card, you'll see that there is a 3% surcharge for that. But if you go to ACH, that is removed. And it's very simple. You would just enter your account holder information, bank information, routing, and account number. And then we also have the delay ACH payment button here. So I just had this plan starting tomorrow because you can start the plans as early as the very next day. But you can also start them out to 60 days in the future. So if this was a plan that was starting like May 1st, you would be able to click this button if the client wishes to not pay for this now, and just delay that ACH process until the effective date of the policy. So really, you know, you could sell the plan, get them enrolled, and, you know, take care of everything now, and really have them not have to pay anything at all out of pocket until the policy effective date, which is very, very helpful for a lot of people in many different financial situations. So that's it as far as the enrollment goes. It is 5 steps. It's something that can be done in, you know, if you know what products you're going to be looking at, this is something that can be done in 5 to 10 minutes. So it's a very, very simple process for you to be able to share with your clients. Are there any questions at all on the portal?
No, there's no questions. This looks very, it's very easy to read, flow. It's got a great flow. So, I can see people being able to do those enrollments, like you said, very quickly. Now, is
Yeah.
there a way that they can self-enroll, or
There,
is it?
there is a way that they can do that. If you can, once you are an agent and once you have your portal, you will actually have your very own link to your very own portal that you can send to your clients, and they can self-enroll through that, and everything will show up, populate under that agent's dashboard. So there are definitely ways to do that as well. Another thing, keeping in mind with this is that as you mentioned, Tammy, the ease of it. I had a broker that, like a lot of us, has been doing this, for 20, 30 years. And he has said this is hands down the easiest, most simplistic enrollment that he's used with any carrier. So as easy and as simplistic as it looks here in the demo, it really is that way in real life situations and scenarios for enrolling your clients as well.
Yes, that's great. Everyone likes the easier the better nowadays. So
Right,
wonderful to see that.
exactly.
Exactly. And many people are self-enrolling. They have that confidence. So it's
Yep.
great that those options are available. And then you said for those with small groups, there's a list bill option. So we have been offering more and more small group products. So it's great to know that we could pair these two together and the list bill could be done.
Yeah, absolutely. That is something that we have. Again, that's another process that is very simple. It's a 3-step process. And, we can definitely dive into that a little bit more either here if you'd like, or on another session, we could do something specifically surrounding the group sales and list bill. But it is something that we are actively using. We've got agents doing it every day, and it is something that is a very, very fluid process that is people are really taking advantage of, and it's helping increase your sales a lot. I mean, versus it really takes the same amount of time to enroll one person as it does, a small group of 10 or 15 people.
Mm-hmm. That's
Um,
very, very true. So it's a good
yeah,
reminder for agents that, you may not be interested in offering a small group, but there's a lot of small employers who can't afford any type of group health insurance. Some are looking at ICHRAs. This could also be an option there, but otherwise they could just offer this to their employees, and at least it covers emergency situations. There's, depending on where you live, some riders that can be added. So it's a nice package to have to offer to
Yeah,
people.
absolutely. That's an awesome point, because you're right. There are a ton of employers that they want to be able to offer something to their employees, but they really just financially can't do it because of how expensive a full medical plan is. So for them to be able to say, you know, even though we don't have a full medical plan, this is what we do have. We've got you covered for all of these things virtually. You can do all of your primary care, you can do urgent care, you can do mental health. Those are the big three that people really are in need of on an ongoing basis. And then as well, like you mentioned, there are riders for ER and hospital admission as well. But even, just the accident policy and being able to have a disability, those are things that any type of an employer for a small amount of money per month for an employee would be thrilled to be able to offer, in place of something that, would cost them maybe several hundreds up to $1,000 a month for each employee.
Absolutely. And as we all know, even workers' comp does not pay at 100%. So
Right,
that's a
exactly.
nice little add-on to help people get their income back to what they're used to while they're recovering. So
For
more
sure.
important than ever nowadays.
Right. Yeah. And then just real quick here, this is, if you're able to see on the screen, this is the bonus program that I was mentioning earlier. And this goes through April 30th. We do have a first-time writers bonus, which is in addition to the bonus program itself. So the way that this works is if you've got somebody who is a first-time writer and they write their first case, they would get this $100 bonus for being that first-time writer. And then they would get the $50 bonus for their first application. So essentially, a first-time writer would get a $150 bonus for their very first case. This is a milestone-based program, and it also is cumulative. So if you happen to be somebody who is ambitious, or if you have a small group and you happen to reach 20 applications by April 30th, you now have a $1,200 bonus, which would actually be $1,300 because you would get that extra $100 for the first-time writers bonus. Even better if you get to 21 and over, it's an additional $75 for each additional case. So you can really add several $1,000s to your bottom line in the next month and a half here, month or so. If you have, it doesn't have to even be a small group that helps you get to this 20 threshold. You could have smaller, just even people that have if you've got a client maybe that enrolls in this, but then they know somebody who is interested, who's got critical illnesses in their family, who may be concerned, they can spread the word. And we are here to help you with campaigns as well. We can help you do email marketing campaigns to get the word out to your clients, anything that you may need to help you reach these thresholds. We are here to do that.
That is fantastic to hear, because that is what we hear from a lot of agents, is the assistance with marketing campaigns and getting the word out. So it's great to know that you support agents in that endeavor. And, it's also, we just came off of OEP for ACA. There are a lot of opportunities to, build up this bonus, but solidify your book, because many of them had to take on higher deductibles and out of pockets this year. And we're getting into the spring sports season and summer. So, accidents abound on year round, unfortunately.
Absolutely. You are
So
correct.
it's a
Anybody
great,
that has that type of active lifestyle, themselves or within their family, they're wonderful candidates for this. And as you mentioned, this doesn't have to be added on, at January 1. This can be added on anytime throughout the year. So regardless of where your clients are in your book of business, regardless of where they are in their current medical plan, this can be added at any time. So this is something that you can come back to them and say, hey, I was reviewing your plan. I found something that was really going to help you out financially. It's going to, it's going to help you cover this exposure that you've been left with. Can we take a look at it? So it is not something that you have to wait. You can come to them at any time throughout the year and really just show them that you are working on their behalf.
Absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful. And a reminder that there is a relationship with Companion Pivot. So we have people selling a lot of short-term medical plans. This is a nice addition to that as well. So it really is well-rounded, plus our Medicare. We just got out of AEP and OEP. So, people may want to add this on as instead of a hospital indemnity plan specifically or other avenues. So again, it's great rounded product that you can offer. Reach out if you want to get contracted. I always tell everybody if the product looks interesting and you think you have some potential clients that are interested, go ahead and get contracted. It does take some time, so inevitably we'll find somebody who needs that, could use it tomorrow, and then we have to wait on the contracting process. So reach out to me. We'll make sure we can get you contracted, ready to sell, and utilize all the great tools that Flex Benefits has available as well as their plans.
Thanks, Tammy. And just a side note on that, if you are contracted with Pivot, then you are already ready to sell with us. So there is, we can definitely take a look at that as well as where everybody stands on that. And then also, I guess there's also a way to take a look at really making sure that everybody has everything they need, like you mentioned, for marketing and such. Feel free to reach out to us at any time. We don't have to wait until you get to the point, where you are ready to just jump out and start a marketing campaign. Reach out now. Let's get you this stuff and, really help you prepare that so we can look at it in a strategic manner and really get you selling the first time out of the gate when we do this with you. We're here to make you solid.
Fantastic. We appreciate it. And I appreciate your time today going over the products. And we are looking forward to agents getting contracted and selling away.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it. And as always, reach out anytime with any questions, anything at all. We are here to make you successful.
Wonderful. Thanks again. Have a great
Yep.
day.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.